Question number 23 from page 245 is a story problem. It tells us profit is equal to negative 0.5x squared plus 25x minus 150, where x is the amount that our class charges for each box of flower seeds. We are asked what's the smallest amount that we can charge and still make a profit of at least $125. So let's find how much we can charge if we want our profit to be exactly $125. We can do that by plugging 125 in for P. So if we want our profit to be 125, we should be able to find what prices match up with a profit of 125. This problem is from the section that deals with the quadratic formula. So let's use the quadratic formula to solve this. To use the quadratic formula, our equation needs to be equal to 0. Once our equation is equal to 0, we have x equals negative b. B is 25, so I have negative 25 plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a simplifying this, we get negative 25 plus or minus the square root of 25 squared, which is 625. Negative times negative is positive, times negative is minus. 4 times 1/2 is 2, times 275 is 550. So negative 25 plus or minus the square root of 75 all over negative 1. We could reduce this to 5 root 3. You're probably not going to report the amount of money as negative 25 plus or minus 5 root 3 over negative 1. Plus there's decimals in the problem. So getting decimals here, especially if you're allowed to use a calculator, certainly would be acceptable. So we're going to do negative 25 plus root 75 and then divide by negative 1. Then negative 25 minus root 75 divided by negative 1. So we've got negative 25 plus 5 root 3 or root 75 dividing by negative 1 gives me 16.34. It is measured in dollars. Negative 25 minus root 75 is negative 33.66 divided by negative 1 would be positive $33.66. So those are the two prices that match up with exactly $125. Anything in between there would give you a profit of at least $125. Because if you were to graph this, notice the parabola opens down even after you've subtracted the 125. It would look something like this, where your profit's exactly 125. There's our 0 at 16.34. And then we've got another one at 33.66. And then if you charge any more than that, your profit's going to go down because people aren't going to buy it. It wants the smallest amount that you can charge. So both those give you exactly a profit of $125. The smaller one would be the $16.34.